Hey, what's going on, boys? Swaggy's here. So now, any further ado, let's get on to the video for today here. Today, we will be reacting to a video that somebody recommended to me by Abysmal Chaos here. And this is Final Zone / Final Escape with lyrics. Now, of course, this is featuring Kelpie and FNF, or Friday Night Bunking. So I'm guessing this is the, it says right here, it's the Sonic.EXE FNF with lyrics. So, of course, like I said, this got recommended to me on the actual just last video they uploaded. And I was like, yeah, sure, of course, I'll do it. But aside from that, like I said, please go check out the actual original creator themselves here. Link down below. And then, of course, aside from the link down below, also go ahead and check out each of the people's respective channels, as y'all work really hard and deserve support. So please go check them out. But like I said, they put a lot of effort into this. So that, and for dude, like I said, we rushed it. Dang, they rushed the shit out of it for a few days. But it's in production for over a month now. Jeez, okay. So that, and for dude, like I said, go check them out. And without any further ado, let's get on to it. Excited as it goes. Oh. Okay. I'm interested to see how this goes.
So you're back again. This game will not begin if you don't pay for it. Aren't you a half-wit?
Okay, I see. A pirated version of Sonic the Hedgehog.
So you really want to play? Well, I warn you, you'll be a sadness. When you face some down a demon, you won't be believing. I will have you unweaving. You feel my haters even. You got many chances, but I wouldn't rush to make your advances. It won't feel like it is longer than a status. So if you turn the pages, I'll be on your new.
Okay.
You're on your last encounter. Bringing you to zero in a downer. Ain't no wrong warning. It won't be the next morning. Oh, you pick me up boring, but I can really care less. You'll be running and miserably. What to do with me in the business? Let's see. Your hand is guaranteed. You can follow my cream. Nobody can like my feet. Trying to follow my lead. I'm in time. Can you settle realize how in need I am captured under my guise? Thousands of like on put your bottom eyes. Your soul will be the next like capitalized. You'll be the next to join my buddy the lad. Oh, if I were you, I'd really be glad. You know how to use for insanity, my friend. All you have to do is be your friend.
Not that bad.
But you better realize I already won this fight. Don't think for one moment you're gonna die. Turn on my night and be your fantasy. You got nowhere to flee. When you'll all be my detainees. Understand this passion, play no run. Killing a low one, facing a hell spawn. Is it really wise to think of what have you got to lose? If you want to fight, why would I refuse? Take a beating, take a mowing, you'll end with your head coming down on the pavement. Nowhere to go, no trial throwing. Lost your hands and mind you're running out of time. You lost was doing fun now to
Damn. Okay. Ooh, this beat. This beat is really good.
Miles, you know where to ride. My rhymes, you know where to see. You forgot nowhere to hide.
They're both
you got
done.
nowhere to fight. You have nowhere to cry. And you got nowhere to wait. I got my all die. Someday you're in my front today. With a pen gun was one more. You screamed, I shall adore. As far as you can, Miles, you got swoon. That's been proud. You got no shot in my cause. Can't erase it for your foul. I'm so focused on my life. You're already to give up. But you're from me a run. My your head shadow puts a floor. I your friend is to be trusted. Know that bad guy just busted one. You look so disgusted. Do I look at Mallet? You come on, bud. Let me get closer. You come on, just become slower. You had fallen for a pointer. Time for me to get closer. You're not in a trap of illusions. All three of you fall into illusions. Lost in your own confusion. You'll be long lasting. Polluted. Falling for my trap. All your mistakes in my boy. You'll never have a break. It'll big and distorter. Now I'll bury you in the ground. Come here.
I do say the vocals themselves are a little bit lacking, but overall, not that bad.
And hail to your king, hell to heaven, held on my strings.
Ooh.
Oh dear child, why do you cling? These are expendable things. You wanted to play with me.
Okay.
Miles, a game of hide and seek.
Okay.
Did you think it'd get this bleak? Don't you make a single squeak. Many souls in
Okay.
The final round to claim what's mine. You'll be a part of the crew. Come see what I'll do to you. Robotnik fountain fixers, they mighty. Yes, you've got knuckles, no run. Final language ways, don't you see? Your soul's for me.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
This isn't what I've seen. You don't deserve to be me. You aren't meant to wait. I hope to go with another you in love. And this is your battle. You have got no power. If it means that'll be you, you'll never see us through. This isn't how we should end. You will perish with your friend. No, this isn't meant to be your victory. I'll destroy you one by one. I'll run and reduce to none. Don't stick you one more line. Cause begun. Stop right there. This is unfair.
Okay. That was interesting. That was very interesting. Okay. So, without any further ado, let me just go ahead and give my general thoughts on the actual stuff here out there. Starting off with major factors here of the beat itself, these vocals, visuals themselves here. Let's get onto it. Now, of course, starting off with the beat itself here, I do feel like the beat itself here was heavily drowned out, which is very unfortunate. Because from what I was able to hear, it was great. Like, honestly, I love the actual just beat itself here. It was immaculate. I just wish it had a little bit more time to shine. Because, like I said, it was very muted, very, like, what's the word for it? Like, overshadowed here by the actual vocals themselves here. Not that that's a bad thing for certain songs, but I do feel like in this sort of context here, like, I wasn't really able to hear the song. Like, it didn't have a chance to shine, in my opinion. But overall, like I said, I still enjoyed it. Like I said, from what I was able to hear, the beat itself was still very, very nice, and I loved it just so much. It was actually really, really solid. But aside from that, like I said, just overall, I do kind of wish it got more chances to shine, more chances to kind of just let itself be an actual beat here. But aside from that, overall, though, still really well done. I love the actual work that was put into the actual original song stuff here. It is amazing. And overall, like I said, the beat itself here really, really solid. I loved it. But aside from that, aside from that, what I have to do though, let's get into just vocal work and themselves here. Let's get into it. Now, of course, I do feel like the actual vocals themselves here, they were great. They were great for a lot of segments here. But there were some segments that were just a little out of tune. I don't know what it was. But there was like just the pitch of the actual vocals themselves here, but they didn't sound right in a way. They sounded almost like a little bit like out of tune with the actual beat itself here, which is okay. I mean, it's not bad, but like I said, it was rather it went on for like a few rather long stretches of time here, and it was overall a little distracting in a way. And I do kind of wish those the vocals themselves were a bit more in tune with the actual beat itself here, kind of went more with the flow of the actual beat itself here, kind of instead of kind of like what's the word for it? Like not like centralized around it, but more like kind of just trying to take the place of the actual beat itself here. Like I said, just overall, like I said, I do kind of wish the actual vocals themselves should kind of went more along with the flow of the beat itself here, and kind of just flowing alongside the beat. Would have been able to just enhance the actual just vocals themselves here a lot more. But aside from that, like I said, it was still not bad. Like I said, the vocals themselves had a lot of really good chances that where it shined out. Where I was actually enjoying myself. I'm like, damn, I'm like, yo, like this is really solid. Like, but overall, like I said, just overall, there were a lot of other segments as well here where for like a little bit too long of stretches of time, the actual song itself sounded like a little out of tune, sounded a little like almost like not like it was going against the flow itself, but I was kind of like not mixing well. I wasn't having a good synergy with the actual bit itself here. Like I said, it just kind of disappointed me a little bit for certain segments there, as they weren't able to hit as hard as they could have. I know that, but overall, like I said, still I enjoyed the actual vocals themselves here. The performance itself was gas, and the actual emotion and passion was so good, and I loved it. But aside from that, like I said, I do kind of wish it went more along with the flow itself here, and kind of just basically took like another major part of the actual stuff here alongside the beat stuff here. It kind of threw me out, or kind of threw me for a loop here. But aside from the actual vocals themselves here, the overall the lyrics themselves here very well done. I love it. I love the story that they're telling. I love the story that they kind of help illustrate here. Like of of this entity or pretend to be Sonic, kind of just basically obliterating everybody, and then of course having a final showdown after he's been kind of kind of not outmatched, but more like he's been challenged by Metal Sonic, which is overall very cool to see the Faker kind of have a chance to shine here. We haven't had a lot of actual Metal Sonic content in a lot of years, so overall this was pretty cool to see. I liked it. But aside from that, just overall the actual just lyrics themselves are very well done. I love the story they're telling, and overall they're very, very well structured and gave an amazing, amazing foundation for the actual stuff here. I loved it. But aside from that, without any further ado, let's get down to the actual, let's get down to the actual visuals themselves here. Now, though, going on to the actual visuals themselves here, they were great. I love them. They were so well done and just so solid. And actually, give me a second here. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Anyways, as I was saying, for the actual visuals themselves here, they were really well animated. I love the designs themselves here. Everything was so cool and overall so well done. I loved it. It was really very interesting. Really interesting, and overall, as I said, very enjoyable. I loved it. Now let's get on to just deep dive itself here before I can before I start yapping a storm. Let's get on to it. Now before I actually get into the actual deep dive itself here, please go check out the actual original itself here. They worked really hard and this is support, so please go check them out. Like I said, link down below. And aside from that, also go ahead and while you're going down to the actual link itself here, also go ahead and hit the like button right there, and of course subscribe. It just helps out so much to the channel itself here, and just helps me out a lot. You don't really have to do it, but like I said, it just helps me out so much as a growing creator on YouTube. And aside from that, also, we're almost at 2.5k, so I was really hoping that you guys would, of course, consider maybe a little bit, think twice over, subscribing. It really helped me out, and overall, very much kind of just helps out the channel a ton. Like I said, please consider doing that. But aside from subscribing, also go ahead and consider hitting the notification bell for the next time I upload. If you're interested in catching the news videos as soon as you can from the channel itself here, bell icon, that's kind of what it's there for. And aside from the bell, aside from actually the notifications themselves here, also go ahead and hit up the comment section down below. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on the actual stuff here, whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all. At least leave your thoughts and opinions on the actual stuff here down below. And aside from the comment section down below, one last little favor I gotta ask you guys, little favor I gotta ask you guys. Please go ahead and consider hitting the share button itself here. It helps me out so much as creator on YouTube as well here, and just helps me out immensely. So please consider doing that. But aside from the little yap session, I apologize. Let's get on to just deep dive itself here. Now, of course, for the deep dive here, what I kind of get more into the actual stuff here, more into depth, more into the nitty gritty, and of course, like I said, more in depth into the video stuff here. Now, of course, it's gonna follow the same structure. Beat itself here. There's the vocals, visuals themselves here. Let's get started. Now, of course, like I said, starting off the beat itself here, I do feel like it did get very overshadowed for certain segments. Like, hold on, like listen to this segment right here. What was it, like right around, like right here? Like, listen to this.
So you really want to play?
Well, actually, this part was good. I like this part a lot. I think it was like right around here though. No, I know it was somewhere here, like right around. Right here, yeah. Although I do like that segment. I do like how they kind of, let the beat itself be, itself for a second there.
You have no way to flee. Miles, you know where to ride. My rhymes, you know where to see. You got nowhere to hide, and you got nowhere to find. And you have.
Yeah, like I said, just the beat itself here is kind of getting drowned out by the actual vocals themselves here. They're just a little bit louder, and of course a little bit out of sync there. And overall, they're not bad. Like I said, the beat itself here is still very solid. And I love when I can hear it there. But overall, like I said, it just kind of gets a little drowned out a little bit. It's like, it's not too obvious, like a slight increase in volume for the actual vocals themselves, which I understand, because the vocals themselves do have like a little bit of a voice changer going on here. So it's either the vocals are a little bit louder, or they're like literally super quiet and you can't hear them up among the beat itself here. But overall, like I said, just overall, it's kind of just a little. It could have been done a little bit better. But aside from it, like I said, overall though, just the actual vocals and the actual vocals, the actual beat itself here is still very well done. Like I said, I love a lot of sections themselves here, and I think my favorite segment had to be like where it was like right around. I'm I think my favorite segment was like right around here. Like listen, look at this.
Run, like your head shadow, push up, float up. I your friend, that's to be trusted, know that bad guy, just brother one. You look so disgusted, do I look at Mallet, Jeffrey, come on, bud, let me get closer, yeah, come on, your becomes.
The song takes on like a more lighter tone for this segment. Hold on. I wasn't even playing it. Sorry for this segment right here. Sorry about that.
You look so disgusted, do I look at Mallet, Jeffrey?
Yeah, just basically kind of just Sonic.EXE faking to be Sonic. I said just for that segment alone. I said the song stuff has more of a lighter pitch, a lighter tone, and of course more like of a facade in a way. And I like that a lot. That was really well done and overall very, very nice, and had such a different contrasting effect here compared to the actual just normal beat stuff, which is a lot more aggressive, a lot more darker here, and of course a little bit more of a lower pitch there. Like let me go down to the actual segment, like literally like 4 seconds before this.
To be trusted, know that bad guy, just brother one. You look so disgusted, do I look at Mallet, Jeffrey, come on, bud, let me get closer, yeah, come on, your feet come slower.
Like, ooh, like you can hear it though. You can hear like the little contrast there. It's not really obvious there, but it happens like in a split second during Sonic's faker kind of segment there, where you could just see like more of an increase in like in just the actual volume and stuff here of the beat stuff here, which I like a lot. It's overall very cool, very solid, and overall very, very well done. And like I said, my favorite segment there. Aside from that, I ever do vocal works themselves here. Let's get on to it. Now, like I said, the vocals themselves were a little loud for certain segments. I already just showed you guys one here, but overall, I do think that aside from the actual just main like issue I had with it, it's still very solid. It's still very well done, and I love it so much. Especially, like I said, my favorite scene had to be like right here. Like, oh my gosh, like listen to this segment. Well, not this one here, but like this one.
Hail to God and hail to your King, hail to heaven held on my strings. Oh dear child, why and double to play with me? Maya's a game of hide and seek. Did you think it'd get this bleak? Don't you make us sing us weak. Many souls in such short time. The final round typically what's mine.
I love it. Just like I said, the passion, the heart, just the actual performance itself, it was extremely fire, and I love it. It's just the vocal changes themselves to kind of make the voice a little bit louder and a little bit out of sync with the actual just beat itself here. I think that's just kind of what the issue is. But aside from that, like I said, I still love the actual just just the vocals themselves. They're amazing. There's no stuttering. There's no like pronunciation. Everything is really solid, and overall sounds like it was just really like all taken in one good take. So overall, that's really cool. And aside from that, though, like I said, just the actual just emotion, passion here, so well done, so good. Overall, very, very nice. I loved it. And then of course with the featuring of the other YouTuber as well here. Especially during like Metal Sonic here, like oh my gosh, that was actually really, really cool. This is my favorite tune.
This isn't what it was, you don't deserve to be me. You aren't meant to win. I hope to go with another you in love. And this is your battle. You're battle. If it means that'll be you, you'll never see it through.
Like that entire segment was so cool. I loved it. I love this kind of contrasting vocal sets here. They were so cool, so nice, and overall very, very well done. I loved it just so much. Like I said, just the actual vocals themselves here, very solid, very nice. I love them. The amount of passion and the heart that they possess here is immaculate, and overall, it is just a great vocal set. Aside from the vocals themselves here, though, let's get into the actual just lyrics themselves here. And like I said, the lyrics themselves here kind of detail a story. First, this faker starts off with Eggman, then goes on to Knuckles, then going on to the actual Tails, then of course a little segment where he catches Tails. I don't know what happens, like the program closes down, and then the game of hide and seek is set. After that, though, we get an interruption by Metal here, and then of course then we get to this little end segment scene here though, where it's just kind of everybody versus this imposter here, which I very much enjoy. It was overall very cool. Like, okay, I just love it. I love it so much. Then of course you can just hear the faker or the imposters kind of just like like anger in the actual just lyrics themselves here. I love it. It's honestly really really cool and overall very very well done. And then it concludes to a happy ending, which I very much enjoyed and overall had a lot of enjoyment out of. But aside from such the actual lyrics themselves here, tell of an tell an amazing story, and I loved it. It was honestly really cool from start to finish and overall very very well directed, very well constructed, and overall very very well executed. I loved it. But aside from the actual just beat itself here, let's go down to the actual just visuals themselves. Let's get down to it. Now, of course, for the visuals themselves here, they're really cool. Like I said, I love these little segments here, especially this one right here. Like, just look at this. This is so cool, and this is all just so well animated. I loved it. Then, of course, we got all the characters themselves here: Eggman, Knuckles. I think that's like Mighty right there. Might be Sonic, maybe Vector right there. I don't know which some of these characters would look like or why they're just so like darkened, but everything else here looks overall very solid. That's it. Artwork itself here looks really cool. Just the actual just 8-bit sprites themselves here look really nice. I love them, and of course I love this background here. This background overall goes hard. Like I said, just the actual spiraling of like Sonic items, landscapes, and then of course the letters for Sonic the Hedgehog. Just the actual just intro. Very cool, very sick. I love that concept, and overall that's so well executed and so well done. And aside from that, just overall, the actual animation stuff here, very well done. Like I said, models themselves here, very on par with the actual other models that we've seen before. And then of course, aside from the actual the models themselves for the animation stuff here, the actual lighting itself and how it was executed was overall very well done. Except for that little forest fire scene, I do think the characters could have used a little touch more lighting there, maybe some like lighter pixels there. But of course, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think they were doing the actual visuals themselves here. I think this is kind of just I don't know. Aside from that, like I said, just overall, like I said, just the actual, visuals themselves and the lighting itself here is still very solid, still really well done, and I loved it. But like I said, there's a few segments that could have used a little bit better, lighting works. But aside from just those segments alone there, the actual animation flow here was still immaculate. Everything moved in a really, smooth, solid manner. And then, of course, the actual animation style itself here, I love it. I love this little just little segment that we get for the actual artwork itself, but I love how we kind of just stuck around with the actual like classic Sonic style. I love that. That was overall very cool and overall so nice. I loved it. Just it was really good. It was really really good, and I love it. And I love it a lot. And then of course that also gave me just kind of nostalgia. Like I said, just for original, for like one of the original, EXE games, for the original Sonic game. I don't know why I did that. Like by the way, that was really weird. Sorry about that. I'm never doing that again. But it's just the actor, just Sonic games, original EXE game, that kind of style. I love it. That's so cool, so nice, and overall very, very well done. But aside from that, it's just overall visuals themselves here, very cool. I love it. Now that does kind of end off the extra stuff here. Like I said, please go check it out. Link down below, end card right there. Please go check the original stuff here. I'm leaving you 2 links like I was saying. And then of course aside from that though, another end card right there for another one of my videos if you're interested in catching that. So please consider checking that out as well. And then of course aside from that though, also go ahead while you're going down to the actual link down below. Also go ahead and hit the like button and of course consider subscribing. Helps me out a lot with the channel itself here. Kind of just help the channel itself grow even faster. And of course if you want to just be one of the 2.5k that I'm hoping that we get by like tomorrow or like at least sometime this week, then of course consider subscribing. Helps me out immensely. But aside from that though, without any further ado, like I said, just overall though, like I said, like, subscribe, notification bell for the next time I upload. If you're interested in catching the newest videos as soon as you can, hit the bell icon. That's kind of there for. And then aside from that, though, also go ahead and just hit the comment section down below up and let me know your guys' thoughts opinions on the extra stuff here. Whether you liked it, you hated it, that was really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all. At least leave your thoughts opinions on the extra stuff here down below. And then of course, aside from that, though, have a great day. Okay, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and then of course. Have a good one, okay? If you're not feeling well, if you're not feeling, if you're feeling sick, then take plenty of medicine, get plenty of rest, and of course, try to recover as best, and of course, as, much as you can. And aside from that, like I said, have a great day, okay? And one last little favor I gotta ask you guys, please also go ahead and consider hitting the share button itself here. Like I said, helps me out immensely in terms of spreading awareness for the channel stuff here and kind of just spreading the name out there. You don't have to do it, but like I said, it just helps me out a lot. But aside from that, take care, stay safe. I'll be seeing you boys in the next video. Bye-bye for now, though.